Well, good evening, everybody. Vic Janikowski with Secure This LLC. Well, I imagine something like you all. Going back to work tomorrow, you're scrambling around. I'm actually scrambling around myself. I'm here in the parking lot of the Blue Note Jazz Cafe. Because I am trying to help my friend Mr. Jorgensen secure a spot that he can do his distance learning because his house is plumb full of people doing online school. Now, Blue Note Jazz Cafe, trying to work with T-Pain, getting him some time over there, but, now I think of it, toured the place, and, man, the ambiance and the musical selections are fantastic, but the lighting may not do very well for distance learning. So, may have to think of procuring another spot. Let me fix my hair here. But anyway, I digress. I know you all going back to work tomorrow, and you start with the Rise Up Convocation. Now, I know that after virtually hearing nothing for months and months, that you had probably at this point got about 17 emails about this Rise Up Convocation going on tomorrow. Now, the first email was probably an email telling you they're going to announce the convocation. Then they sent out an announcement of what time it was going to be. Then they told you there was going to be another email coming to register, which then came the next day. And then I imagine you'll get one for a link sometime this evening. Then you'll get another one for another link when that link doesn't work. It's just a whole lot of fun, right? Well, I thought about talking about this Rise Up Convocation because I happen to have some information about some stuff. And, well, it wasn't always called the Rise Up Convocation. I happened to had some ears, some spies in the room when they came up with these names for this Rise Up Convocation. And I wanted to go through some of these with you. Now, this first one, Rise Up actually came from two longer titles for this convocation. First one, Rise Up in your bed and join this meeting from your phone. Fantastic, right? You don't even have to get out of bed. You can do it on your phone too, which is great. Because if you happen to be a full-time member, staff member of another district and got another opening meeting going, you can use your other device to be at that opening meeting at the same time. Am I right or am I right? Well, that one did work. The next one, another Rise Up. Let's try and not let our collective blood pressures and anxiety levels rise up. So these two actually were why we went to the Rise Up, because they just shortened those two up. Now, speaking of collective, and going back to another motto slogan they've used before, how about this one? Better together virtually. Now, there was some trepidation at this one because we weren't always going to be virtual, and who says we're not going to be virtual again or won't be virtual again, and what if we are better together virtual, and then that's just a whole can of worms, so they decided to nix that one. Oh, this is one of my good ones. Now, being collective, you have this idea of, hey, you had a long spring of distance learning, then you had a chaotic summer probably of stress and anxiety. So how about this? Reconnecting. The reconnecting convocation. Now, somebody did mention that this probably would be problematic because reconnecting could also be looked at what will be happening to hundreds of people as they try to get thousands of people on the same darn virtual meeting at the same time. So reconnecting was thrown out the door. Oh, hey, yeah, we've got this. We can do this. Yes, we can. Wait, yes, we can? Can we do this? Are we sure we can do this? And then this anxiety started taking over the planning meeting, and hey, we've got this, right? Do we really got this? Do we really know what we're doing? Do we really even know what we're doing all week, let alone this school year? And finally, it just descended into chaos, and oh dear Lord, what are we getting into? I mean, what are we getting into as a district and as teachers? Woo! And then stuff just kind of went really haywire. Like, this is my favorite. I know there's quite a few four-letter words you can just throw in there. That's right. With the exclamation point to add to it. And it had its cousin, my favorite. One of my favorites. That guy right there. Let me see. Do I have enough asterisks there? M-O-T-H. Yep. Got them all. I think this one very well sums it all up for you right there. Well, anyway, teachers, I thought you'd like to know a little bit about the ins and outs of this convocation tomorrow. I know you're going to have a fine time. I know you're going to have your open staff meeting. It's going to go great. So just take a breath. Enjoy this beautiful night of summer as it's your last. But I know these 2 weeks will go fine, and then those 2 weeks will turn into a great start of the school year. So you all just take care, and this is Vic Janikowski with Secure This LLC, and I bid you adieu, and as usual, stay secure and be well.